Take 6. I think we're just gonna do it like this. We're gonna start it with the gift ceremony of her kids. Mirabelle looks out the window and we hear a somber tone. People may guess this is waiting on a miracle, but it sounds like Mirabelle's singing differently. This song sounds like Mirabelle's saying that she finally got her miracle. That means she's not waiting on it, she finally got the miracle she was waiting for. As Mirabelle's song would lead to our title card. We don't see Mirabelle talk about the miracle that saved her family. Instead, we see something else play on screen. Mirabelle is holding the candle and walking her kids to the front. As the kids put their hands on their doors, the door comes to life. As one of Mirabelle's kids shrink, the other one grows into a gargantuan giant. Mirabelle wonders what type of gift this is. Once the miracle gift bonks Mirabelle on the head, she reads it, noticing that it's the gift of growth. A special gift that was never given in the family to no particular member. As this gift is the most tricky to control and the most hard to manage. Mirabelle thinks having kids that can grow and shrink is going to be a problem. But Mirabelle says that she's going to raise her kids to do it right. So kids, these gifts are a big responsibility. We heard from Cousin Camillo that these gifts are good that this type of gift is a good one for pranks. Well, yes, but you gotta be careful who you prank with it. Mirabelle's dealt with the growing and shrinking prank. I did it to her once on her birthday. Which one? It was her 13th one. And she was actually and she wasn't laughing. Your sister, your mother was mad. As we see Mirabelle and her kids walk to the center of as we see Mirabelle tell her kids that if she catches them using it for pranks, she will use the parent lock. The kids ask what the parent lock is, and Mirabelle says it's a special lock that only a parent can use. Only a parent in a Madrigal household can use. She pulls her kids by their arms and shows them into a secret passageway into the house. The house is full of kids that angered their parents so much with their gift that they had to use the parent lock. A special lock that can be used to lock the gifts of a kid that has a troublesome gift. AKA a shrink or growing gift. Mirabelle, they asked her, why are we going all the way up to your Uncle Bruno's tower? Because that's where I last saw the Parent Lock Kids Hall of Fame. We see Isabella following Mirabel and her kids. As Isabella asks Mirabel asks Isabella why she's following. And Isabella explains that, I want to see this Parent Lock Hall of Fame. Mother always talked about it, but she never really showed us. Once they reach the top floor of the tower, Mirabel remembers a whole area of sand. Mirabel tells them that they need to be on their guard because this place is usually full of sand. They notice that Bruno's doing a little remodeling as Bruno's doing some remodeling. Saying, oh, Mirabel, welcome! Wait, what happened to the sand? Doing a remodel. No more sand for this guy. Nope. You see, when these rooms go black, sand fills the room. Can you tell us what happens when someone uses the parent lock? Nothing. The room stays normal, just except instead of the room's door turning black on all this sand, what you get instead is just a plain nursery room like you got. Mirabel's son and daughter roll down the sandhill like their mother did, as Mirabel tries to catch her kids before they fall down the sandhill like she did. They all land on the sand with a soft thud as the kids and their mother begin to laugh. Mirabel finds this funny because this happened to her when she discovered Bruno's room for the first time. And she discovered her Uncle Bruno's room for the first time. So this is sort of reminding Mirabel of the time that she discovered her Uncle Bruno's room in the casita. As they asked, wait, you discovered Bruno's room? I knew it before any of you did. Mirabel notices two doors, one leading into Bruno's room and the other one leading into the parent-locked Hall of Fame for kids that were bad eggs. Mirabel walks into the room. Mirabel walks in, showing her kids all the kids that had parent locks. Is that Aunt Isabella? Who is she using the vines on? Mirabel points with an arrow. This happened when we were kids. Isabel thought it would be so funny to use the prank on me. Why does she think it would be funny? Because back then, we never got along very well. Once all the family members were all taken care of, Mirabel shows them out, saying that they can't be in here. It was forbidden in the Madrigal family to never come into this Hall of Fame. As this Hall of Fame isn't for the delightful. This Hall of Fame is meant to be for the bad eggs, and Mirabel doesn't want her kids to end up in here. As Mirabel says that I don't want you kids to prank me with your powers. So that means you cannot use your powers to do anything. Mirabel shows a strike counter on the wall. Once the strike counter reaches 0, she'll use the parent lock. Showing that Mirabel's really grown up since the first movie. In the first movie, she was just destined to save her family. But in this movie, she's more like her grandmother. Mirabel tells the kids they have a lot to get ready before tonight comes. Actually, it's the middle of the night. Come on, kids, we have a very busy day. Alright, so let's go get some sleep. Mirabel explains that tomorrow will be Isabella's kids' gift ceremony. It's because I think Isabella had kids when she was away with her husband. And now they're old enough to get their gift. And their special madrigal powers. Says, well, watch your step. I'm still finding a way to fill that gorge. I don't want another family member falling down that gorge. Well, if you remember, Mirabel's petticoat caught her. Mirabel's petticoat caught her like Alice's did. And I think this scene would cut to black. We cut to the next morning as Mirabel is just waking up when she notices her door's locked. And then she notices the casita showed the parent locker. It's on its first strike. Mirabel decides that her kids are on strike 1. And Mirabel realizes what her kids have done. Used their powers for pranks. As the kids giggle as they run off, Mirabel tells her family that her kids have her room key. They're blocked by a giant fluffy rain cloud. They're stopped by a giant fluffy cloud in front of the steps. It looks like Peppa's trying to use her weather powers to stop them. As one of the kids tickles Peppa, Peppa laughs, causing the... As we don't know what laughter could cause the cloud to do. Laughter causes mini rainfall. When Peppa laughs, rainfall can become miniaturized. As the kids actually find it funny. Attempting to make an escape,